All right, so y'all, for this video, I'm going to talk about basically what consists in the back of the office when it comes to medical assistant. So I figured this can kind of help out anybody that's pretty much new to medical assistant on what to expect. But when you're working in the back of the office for medical assistant for OBGYN, this is pretty much what you'll be doing. So of course, you're going to get the patient's vitals. You're going to have to make sure that you record that into the EMR stuff. I'm not even going to go so much into like the recording part when it comes to vitals, because I mean that's pretty much self-explanatory. You know, you get the blood pressure, temperature, respiration, all that good stuff, and basically just going over the patient chart, doing everything that you need to do. Pretty much repetitive stuff. So the actual back in the office, like indeed stuff that you're going to be doing, one, you're going to be doing plenty of blood draws. You're going to be doing, whether you could stick either in the arms, you could stick in the hands, you could stick anywhere, the wrist, you could stick anywhere where there is a vein, but don't go sticking below, like on the, you know, the legs and stuff like that. I had one patient like try to say something like that to me, and I'm like, I'm not sticking right there. Like literally I'm sticking where I know it's safe, you know what I'm saying? But literally blood draws is major. Like if you have a fear of needles, OBGYN will not be for you, because most OBGYN offices likes to get the blood draws at the office. They don't like to send you nowhere else unless you are a heart stick. They'll send you to another lab, but most of the time they like to get everything done at the office for you. Injections is major as well too. That's another thing. If you don't like needles, we always do injections. We're doing depot injections for birth control. Usually they like to get it in their arms. If not the arms, of course you're going to do it in the butt. And you have to make sure that you record that as well too. You have to record the lot number, the expiration number, the manufacturer, the NDC number. You have to make sure if it's a certain numbing cream or solution that you're doing, you have to make sure you document the lot number and all that extra stuff on that as well too. So it's a lot of documentation that you do as well too as you're going along with doing a lot of these blood works and injections and everything. Also too, you do a lot of surgical stuff as well too. Sometimes you may think that you're a surgical tech on how we deal with a lot of surgical stuff. Like we have to set up for IUD insertions, IUD removals, next one line insertions, next one line removals, colposcopy. We also have to set up if a patient has genital warts. We have to do setups for that. It's all biopsies. It's all types of things. And I really love the surgical part because I feel like you get that experience where it's almost like you're almost like a surgical tech for real. But we also got the autoclave, so you make sure that you clean the instruments after that as well too. Also a lot of urine dipsticks. If you don't like the smell of urine, OBGYN may not be for you. We do a lot of what we do with the urine. We have to do urine analysis, urine cultures, leukorrhea panels, drug tests. It's a lot that we deal with when it comes to the urine. So if you know you're not big on that, we deal with a lot of specimens. If it's not the urine, we also have to have them do swabs, vaginal swabs. They do those on their own. Also too, if patients are like 36 weeks or more, we usually do the strep B swab on them. That's pretty much the swab of the vagina and the anal as well too. So that's another thing. We also do heart tones for the patient, making sure that the patient fetal has a good steady heartbeat, heart rate going on there. We do the NST. The NST also checks on the baby movement as well too, and also the heart rate as well too. Like I said, ultrasound, you do get a you're like a bystander for the ultrasound, depending on who you have in your office, whether it's a female or a male, but pretty much they like to have that consent where a female is there. It's a lot that you pretty much do in the back of the house. I'm sorry, like the back of the office when it comes to medical assistant. So this is just kind of like an overview. If y'all have any questions, comment down below. There's other stuff as well too, but this is just kind of like a little slight little idea of what we're doing.